AgustaWestland, the helicopter manufacturer, is all set to begin arbitration proceedings against the Indian government over the suspension of the AW101 VVIP helicopter deal on the back of allegations that paybacks had been paid to the Indian government. In February, the Indian government had suspended the 3,600 crore rupee deal after just 2 of the 12 helicopters had been delivered by the company. The other 9 helicopters are still in the United Kingdom and have been suspended. Now AgustaWestland has in effect taken the Indian government to court because it has said that the Indian government has simply refused to clarify and provide any clarity on forward movement on this particular deal. The deal had been taken at the highest levels by A.K. Antony, the defense minister, who had called for a complete suspension of the delivery of this deal, which meant that this deal was placed in suspension in February this year after the chopper scam exploded. Special correspondent Jugal Purohit is with us on the phone line for more on this story. Jugal, AgustaWestland had in fact threatened to do this at least 6 months ago. They had written repeated letters to the Indian government saying, please give us clarity on what you intend to do about this deal. The Indian government had been very clear that until all investigations were over, it would not deal with AgustaWestland, and it would not lift the bar on this particular deal. And that's why what has happened today has happened. Arbitration proceedings have been initiated, Jugal.
Absolutely, Shiv. In fact, the Ministry of Defence on its part has informed us that AgustaWestland in fact was in the month of February itself informed that their contract will be cancelled. In fact, the Ministry of Defence also maintaining that they have been serving notices to the company in Italy, saying that the Ministry of Defence now has enough grounds to actually terminate the entire contract. Show cause notices towards the same have also been issued. However, this move has of course not been surprising at all, but the very fact that AgustaWestland has been has taken this extreme step of invoking the clause of arbitration only goes to show what it has mentioned in its mail, that there's a complete breakdown of communication. And we are aware, Shid, on the other side, the Indian Air Force or the Ministry of Defence has not got any further in its own probe. The CBI is yet to file even a charge sheet in this case, despite taking this case of almost 5 months ago.
The case is definitely moving slow. The government would like it to move faster, so would AgustaWestland, but that hasn't happened, and that's why it's ended with an arbitration proceedings being initiated by AgustaWestland. That's definitely trouble. These are very complicated proceedings for a high-value deal that could have its own attendant difficulties, both for AgustaWestland as well as the government.